What's good, family? It's your boy, MI4K20, Demond. In the building, We Talk Hawks TV. Hold up, something just popped up on my phone. What is this crap? Let's see here. Some crap just popped up on my phone real quick, guys. Right when I went live. Hawks operating with the goal of moving John Collins ahead of tomorrow's draft. Tomorrow, because tomorrow is Thursday, and it's the draft season. Let's see, Jake Fishner, Twitter. One thing that is certain: the Atlanta Hawks, sources say, are operating with the goal of trading John Collins before Thursday night gets underway. Okay, God, let's do a little bit of talking real quick. Okay, um, I see a lot of fans. What's good? What's good, Raj? Welcome, baby. Welcome. Let's talk real quick, family. Y'all know, I just go live randomly. I know I need to set a schedule, but it is what it is. Let's talk, man. Okay, John Collins, man. Hawks trying to move him. Listen, until I see what we get in return for John Collins, man, I don't know what Travis Slink is thinking. Um, Obviously, they're probably not packaging John Collins to go get that second star. If anything, it looked like they're trying to get in the top five, maybe get an Ivy. But at the end of the day, I mean, is Ivy that dude? That remains to be seen. If we even um, get up there to number four to get a Ivy. Um, let me address the topics that I put up. First thing, the PJ Tucker thing, and this is what I tell people. I don't know why Hawks fans get excited over stuff like that. PJ Tucker's not coming to the Atlanta Hawks. He is not coming to the Atlanta Hawks. Why would PJ Tucker, who just came off a finals, a championship, and a conference final appearance with Miami, why would he want to come to Atlanta Hawks? A lot of fans need to sit back, and that's the first thing you need to say. Why would he want to come here? We're not, according to Landry Fields, our general manager, as of the 1st of July, we not in contention for a championship. He said we got a long way to go for a championship. So why would a PJ Tucker opt out of $7 million to come to the Atlanta Hawks? I'm gonna tell you why. He not coming to the Atlanta Hawks. He only opted out because he either gonna get a longer deal or he gonna get a shorter deal with more money. None of that is in up our alley. Why would we want PJ Tucker? Why? Excuse me, not why would we want him? Why would he want to come here? I said that backwards. Why would PJ Tucker want to come to Atlanta Hawks? This is what I be saying, man. Like some people, some Hawks fans be actually believe in it. They actually believe that a PJ Tucker will come to an organization who don't even know what direction we're heading in. What's good, family? Let me shout out the chat, man. My boy Raj in the building. Barnes in the building. Al3 in the building. CG in the building. My guy Juan in the building. Let me drop this link just in case any of y'all want to hop up here for a hot second, But let me go and put this link in real quick. Boom. That's why I be telling Hawks fans, man, bro, get out of La La Land, man. A guy like PJ Tucker who on the tail end of his career, he going to a contender. He going to a contender. My guy JR in the building, salute. Why would he want to come here? We don't even know what we doing. Our own general manager, Travis Slink, don't even know what we got going on. He over here trying to trade John Collins for whatever, to do something. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he trying to move up in the draft? Is he just trying to move him to get some better talent? Me personally, I don't agree with what he's doing, because me personally, I would take somebody like John Collins. If I do move him, I would have packaged him up. I mean, you just saw Bradley Beal is going to be a free agent. Bradley Beal is not going to take that player option at Washington. Your number 2 player right there. So why are we not in talks with Bradley Beal? You know what I'm saying? Why are we not in rumors with Bradley Beal? Bradley Beal is a bona fide scorer in the NBA. He guaranteed to give you 25. There you go. Donovan Mitchell, guaranteed to give you 25. Trading up in the draft to get Jonathan Ivy, or another rookie, It guarantees you nothing. You don't know what this guy is going to become. And you don't know how long it's going to take him to become that player you want him to be. Let's think about it. Guys, like I said in my other video, the last time we moved up to number 4, what happened? We got DeAndre Hunter. Hunter's year what? 4. He's going into year 4. Are you satisfied with DeAndre Hunter's progress right now? Me personally, no. I thought he would be a little bit better than what he is right now, considering we moved up in the draft to get him, and he was an older player. It ain't like we got him when he was 19. He was already in his 20s. So I can give you the argument that he need more time, but it goes to show me that he's not one of those elite players, because elite players, hey, all they need is 2 or 3 years, and you already know if they're the real deal. Right now, the jury is out on a DeAndre Hunter. Not saying that he can't improve and come along, but as of right now, I thought he would be a 20-point scorer right now, to be honest. But he isn't, and it is what it is. Hopefully Travis Link don't extend him for no damn reason like he did Clint Capella and like he did Kevin Huerter. DeAndre Hunter should be on a prove it or lose it deal. Not deal, but a prove it or lose it. This should be his prove it or lose it season. Travis Link, let him bet on himself. Let DeAndre Hunter bet on himself. But does trading John Collins for Ivy, say we get that number 4 pick, say you do go with the Sacramento takes the offer of John Collins, Kevin Huerter for I said that backwards. We give up John Collins and Kevin Huerter. They give us the number 4 pick, Harrison Barnes, and some other dude, Rashawn Holmes. I think that's what the rumor was. Does that help us on the perimeter? None. No, not defensively. It doesn't, because Harrison Barnes he's not known for his defense on the perimeter. So it don't improve that. The only thing I see Harrison Barnes improvement over John Collins is Harrison Barnes can dribble. But besides that, I mean, you getting Harrison Barnes, he on the tail end of his career. He ain't got too many years left, man. He ain't got too many years left. And you know he not that guy because he already tried. That's why he left Golden State to go to Dallas. Guess what? Dallas got rid of him. Gave him that big money, and guess what? He's gone. He's out of Dallas. They traded him. Okay. Number 4 pick, like I said, Ivy. He could turn out to be somebody like a D Wade. He's definitely looking like he's gonna be a star in the league. But once again, how long will it take him to become that player you want him to be? How long will it take for him to be that player you want him to be? And does your superstar point guard Trae Young, is he willing to wait for that player to develop and be who Travis Link thinks he's going to be? You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. You want to come chop it up? I see my boy Matt is in the building. We're about to bring him on right now. We're going to talk so we can talk some more of this Hawks basketball night before the draft. Bring my guy Matt on. What's good, my guy? You living, bro?
Good. Off this week, so I am ready to go.
All righty, we must got the light right in your face. The sunlight. You can't even see your face.
Yeah.
It's like a big shadow. But what's good, man? Did you see? You got the rumor, PJ Tucker. Like I said, they just putting stuff out there, but we already know PJ Tucker ain't coming here.
Right.
So I don't even know why Hawks fans on Twitter, I don't even know why they even entertaining that. Like, that's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Starks in the building, DJ German in the building. What's good, y'all? But once again, like I'm asking, my main concern, this is my main thing, man. This is my main thing. Moving John Collins. See, in my head, I was thinking if I'm a package John Collins, you know, it's going NBA talent. You know what I'm saying? You just saw Bradley Beal just said he's not taking a player option with the Wizards this year. So he will be a free agent after the draft. So I mean, I think we should be kicking the tires on that. And listen, and before anybody say anything, I don't care about the defense right now. Okay, I don't care because I know what people gonna say. Well, they small in the backcourt, the defense, blah blah blah. Listen, I'm trying to get the best players on my team. If I'm gonna move my players, I wouldn't trade a John Collins. I'll say it like this: why would I trade a John Collins for the number 4 pick in Harrison Barnes if I have an opportunity to package the John Collins and some other players for a Bradley Beal? Y'all know my motto: known commodity. We know Bradley Beal. We know what he can give us. The jury is out on anybody you draft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It don't matter. The jury is out. You need time to see what that player turn into. Do we have time? And then also, what if said player doesn't turn out to be who the player you think he is? Say we go get an Ivy. Say you draft Ivy at 4. Are you satisfied if Ivy just turns into a career, 13-point scorer? You know what I'm saying?
I think that's. I don't think that's. I mean, that could happen, but I think it's more likely. I see him starting off like 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? I think his game's going to translate right away.
But the question to you, Matt, is this.
Yeah.
The question to you is this, and you got to entertain it as a general manager. What if this player does not turn out who say you and your staff predict this guy to say average, say we'll say over the first his first 2 years he averaged 21 points. Say your staff tell analytics, we ran the numbers, we think he's gonna average 21 within 2 seasons, right? And he comes out and he's not bad. But just say he's not what you think. He's not that player you thought he was going to be. And say instead of averaging 21, 2 years in, he's only averaging 17. Would you be satisfied trading away Collins, Huerter to get that 4th pick, to get Rashad Holmes and old Harrison Barnes? But we know the jackpot is the pick, is the Ivy guy. Would you be content with that? After 2 years and he averaged 18 a game?
You know what? I think I would be, because they're going for it. You know, they're swinging for the fences. They're saying like this current iteration isn't good enough. John isn't a number 2, or what we need a number 2. So, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being safe and being conservative, let's go out and swing. And if we even if we don't hit it, we can say, all right, he's still valuable. We still got other dudes on the roster that's valuable. And our own picks. So we can still be go out in the trade market and get something else in the future. And with Collins off the roster, you got more salary cap now. So now, you know what I'm saying, you can position yourself as a free agent destination in 2 years, where Kawhi Leonard's a free agent, Paul George is a free agent, Jaylen Brown is a free agent. I'm trying to think who's on in that class. Donovan Mitchell, I believe, in 2 years just has a player option. So, you know what I'm saying, even if it doesn't work, you can say, hey, Trey, hey, Hawks fans, we swung for it. We missed, but we swung for it. I'd rather you do that than you just be conservative.
But I don't understand, what are we swinging for? Swinging for what?
You're swinging on Ivy. Like I saw yesterday, you know, or I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and one of the journalists was like, you know, Travis haven't been this determined about a guy like Ivy since Trey. You know, he's determined to get him. So, you know, I'm like, if he's sure, I gotta trust his evaluation. I gotta say, okay, because he knows if he blows this up, or I don't like that word, blow it up. He knows if he tears this down from where it is, it has to work. So I don't think he would do that if he wasn't confident it's going to work.
I mean, you know, I hear what you're saying, man, but to me, his track record His track record tells me otherwise. We've already been down this road before. You know what I'm saying?
I know you're talking about Hunter, right?
We traded up to get Hunter. We gave up assets and players to get Hunter. And
The-
year four, keep it a buck. Is
Mhm.
DeAndre Hunter at the level you thought he was going to be at after year 4?
I thought last year he was turning that corner and he was starting to become that player that they envisioned. You know, and last year he was at, I believe, 16 and a half before the injury, before the first meniscus tear. So he was turning that corner, and then the injuries happened, and then he kind of fell down. But I think, and plus it's different. Ivy is different from Hunter. Hunter, yeah, they traded up to get him, one, because of his defense. He was the best defender in that draft. You needed a good defender next to Trey. But also, it's different because Hunter, the Hawks system is completely different from what Hunter did in college. In college, he never had to go isolation and break a dude down off the dribble consistently. He was a catch and shoot dude, really, in college. But the Hawks, they're asking him to, 18, well, let's say whatever shot attempts are, 12 to 15 times a game, whatever it is, to break down the defense and get to the rim, break down the defense and get his own shot. So it's a completely different system. So the fit is different.
So what you're saying is, no, he's not where you thought he would be at this time. That's what you just told me. And you just made it you just give me a long excuse on why he isn't where you think or where you thought he would be at. But let me tap
He's
in.
He's not.
Go ahead. Finish your thought, man. Finish your thought.
He's not where I thought he right now. I think he will be there by the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, he probably would because it's a contract year for him. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? But let me tap in with my guy, Marley Aldry, up in the building. It's been a minute since we've seen you, homie.
What's going on with it?
Where you been at? Been a minute since we've seen your face up here, homie.
Hey, man, look, I here grinding. You see, I'm headed to my thing now. Look, I just wanted to tap in with y'all because I know it's this pre-draft and everything and all this craziness and all these crazy rumors that they got spreading out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Look, let's call a spade a spade. We don't want another DeAndre Hunter. We don't want another one.
Exactly.
If we got to deal with him now, why trade up, give away players that are better than him on our team currently, than to get another version of him? You know what I mean? Or another player that we would have to wait on to develop. You know what I mean? Like Ivy could be that dude. I'm not saying he's not, but do we have time to develop him with Trey on the line? You know what I mean? Like, not saying that Trey won't be a perennial like superstar or something like that, to where he will stay with us, but let's just keep it realistic. After this deal, Trey could shop around. Especially if we haven't given him constant Eastern Conference Finals or at least second round dropouts or something like that, he'll want to shop around. And why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying?
That's my main concern. My main concern is this, guys. If Travis Link goes for the draft pick, right? Say he go for number 4, whatever pick he get, and that player don't pan out. If you're Trae Young, and I think Trae Young is signed with Clutch Sports, if you're Trae Young, why do you stay in Atlanta after this contract? Hell, if you're Trae Young, I'm gonna tell you personally, if I was to start a Hawks, let me tell you how your boy T gonna get down. I would tell Travis this: before you make any type of crazy move, whatever move you make, I'm giving you 2 years, pimp. And if we're not back in the conference final, I'm gonna ask for a trade. So I'm gonna give you a heads up. I'm just letting you know where I stand, so there is no miscommunication if we do what? Say next year we again at the playing tournament, and we do next 2 years we go out in the first round. Don't be surprised when I say, hey, Travis, I want to be traded. I want to go to a winner. You know what I'm saying? And like I try to tell people, this is what I peeped about Trae Young. I've always peeped Trae Young as a player who wants to be in the Hall of Fame. That's the kind of attitude he give me. Like he wants to legit be one of the best players out here doing it. And he knows you have to have championships in order to be mentioned up there with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think Dominique Wilkins, the greatest Hawk of all time, barely cracks the top 75 NBA players when all these dudes make their list? He don't even crack the top 50 when these little reporters and all these players make their list because he don't have a championship. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Charles Barkley. He could talk all the crap he want to about KD, but KD got 2 championships and 2 Finals MVPs. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm Trae, I'm gone, bro. But this what I want to come back to you, Matt. How come we can't swing for the fences by going after a Bradley Beal? To me, that's swinging for the fences. That you know what that's telling me? You know what that's telling me, Matt? You know what that's Matt, keep it real, Matt.
Bro, come on, bro.
Keep it real right now. Chat, keep it real. If the tickers came up, your phone blew up, you got a notification say the Hawks trade. Now I'm just making this up. So I'm not even concerned how the money and nothing work. I'm just making something.
Boy, you can make up any trade. That shit come up with Bradley Beal.
Your phone go off. It's the Hawks trade for Bradley. The Hawks trade John Collins, Kevin Huerter, the number 16 pick, and 2 and a first next year, and some first after that, whatever. Tell me, Matt, right now, you're not gonna be excited.
I'm not. I'm not.
He lying, bro.
You cap it, Matt. You cap it. Ain't that what the young people say? Ain't that what the young kids say? That you cap it.
Here's why. I might be at the beginning, right? At the beginning, the first couple hours, I might be happy, but after that wears off. All right. Here's the thing with Bradley Beal, what a lot of people don't keep in mind. One, he's hurt a lot. The last 4 seasons, he's been hurt every year. He's missed 10 or more games every year the last 4 seasons. He's hurt a lot. Okay, so that's 1. 2, like you said, I'm not going to tip on the defense. That would be a dumpster fire. And then 3, what a lot of people, they think, okay, they get caught up with the points and stuff for Bradley Beal, but what they don't look at, he's very ball dominant. And you know what I'm saying? He's not.
That's what you got to be ball dominant if you're a star player, man. That's what stars do, and they just share the ball.
We still need a player who can like score, like for real. Don't need Trae. Like we need a dude who is like just a dominant force, like that can leave him open on some points. You know what I mean? Right now, everybody game plan is get on Trae. You know what I mean? Like us getting Ivy, that's not gonna change their game plan. They still gonna be like, oh, that's Ivy, but get on Trae. Like
because what they see is they see Ivy as not being a proven commodity yet. But Bradley Beal is proven. He's proven he can go out there any given night and give you 25 off the rip. Anytime, on a Wednesday night in Indiana in the January, he can go out there and give you 30, 40. You know what I'm saying? He has the defense. This is what we missing now. Other teams' defenses will have to account for Bradley Beal. Unlike on the Hawks now, you own Trae Young. Trae Young's the only player on our team right now. Go back the last 2-3 years. He's the only person who get a double team. No one else on the Hawks get a double team. Not Hunter, Huerter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else gets a double. And that's what
I agree with that. I agree with that. But with Beal to me, he don't really like the ceiling is not very high to be with that team because what you would need around them, you know what I'm saying, you would need a plus defender, small forward. You know, you got Hunter. You would need a plus defender at the 4 and a plus defender at the 5. And what type of offense you going to run with?
What
Bradley
about
Beal?
Okay? Let's break down what you just said. Hunter at the 3, that's your defender, right? At the 4, you could run. We still got Jalen Johnson, young athletic guy who could play some defense. You know what I'm saying?
Are you trusting him though? Are you trusting him at the starting 4?
Oh, so I can. You asking me, do I trust him? But you ain't gonna have no problem trusting Ivy.
Right.
It's completely different.
No, it's not.
No,
No, it's not, bro.
Both of them aren't proven yet. Both of them aren't proven.
I'm confident Ivy's gonna come in the league, and at the very minimum, he's gonna be a good player. Like bare minimum, he's gonna be good. I truly think he's gonna be a superstar.
But what we saying is, if you have to give up the same commodities for Ivy that you would for Bradley Beal, you're telling me you would take Ivy over Bradley Beal?
I would, yeah, because
listen, guaranteed bucket. Like
he is, but he don't really fit with Trey. He don't really fit with Trey. One, and
but how do we know Ivy does?
Bro, you make it fit. What you mean he don't? You make it fit.
Like, bro, listen. Do you remember when Wall and Beal played together, dog? They were a force, dog. So,
and that's what everybody said. They said they won't be able to play together.
But what round did they? Where did they get in the playoffs every year?
Yeah, they were like. I mean, but what was their team better than the Hawks now? No.
But if you're trading,
their team wasn't better than the Hawks now.
But I'm saying if you're trading the pieces to get Beal, what do you got? What do you got left over?
You still got Dre Hunter. You still got Bogey. You still got a couple pieces. Like what I'm saying is that Wizards team didn't have nobody like Bogey on their team. Nobody like Dre Hunter on their team. Like that their other best player was who? Martin Gortat. Like people don't even know who that is. Like
they made the playoffs.
Hell, and they were making the playoffs.
They gave us a run for our money. We had to get the second shot by Al Horford.
Yeah, bro.
And then luckily,
they were making the playoffs.
Yeah, and then luckily,
they were making the playoffs, but they were first. They were a first and second round exit every year.
You can say that, bro. You can say that about Toronto. You can say that about the Pacers. What happened to all of them? LeBron James.
I mean,
let's call it a spade.
But Matt, what were we last year? We wouldn't even, technically, we weren't even a playoff team last year. We had the 9th best record in the East.
Yeah, dog.
No, I said no, don't get it. Don't get it. I'm not saying that Beal won't raise the floor. Like, we'll be better than we are currently. That's fine. But I'm talking about is that a championship team? Because that's where you're trying to go. And he doesn't get you there.
But he could be a piece towards one though, for real. Yeah, like after that,
only move.
Yeah. Like what we're saying is Ivy right now, he really won't lead us to no championship team. I don't see how you could like compare Beal not being a championship piece to Ivy being one. Like Ivy hasn't proven anything on an NBA level yet.
But that's okay.
Not even in summer league. If we got him and then saw him in summer league and then he was like averaging good numbers, then we could say, bro, we ain't even seen him in summer league, dog. So that lets you know, right? Like, nah, bro, over Beal.
But I know what Bill is. I already know what he is. A good defender, volume scorer, volume shooter, and he's hurt a lot. I know what he is. With Ivy, you know what I'm saying? Like this, I believe you put him next to Trey with the right pieces around them. That's a championship team. We're not saying next season, of course. But I'm saying that's more
championship team. You better be talking about 4 years down the line.
4 years, yeah, 5 years.
Ivy doesn't make Ivy. Let me tell you right now, and this is my opinion.
To make us change like that, bro.
This is just my opinion right here, man. If you get an Ivy, right, to me, when you trade up, you go get Ivy. To me, Travis Slick is basically resetting our timeline for a championship because you have to wait for this dude to develop. This dude, they say he could be a Dwayne Wade type player. Okay, but you know what? At a minimum, you waiting 2 years. At a minimum, okay.
But that's all right because I'm not winning the championship next year anyway.
Not if I go get Bradley Beal and I make some other moves, I could be right up there with him.
The year prior, like us going to nothing is really not good, bro. That's what you not understanding.
What you mean nothing?
Bro, okay, what ceiling do you see us going to with Ivy next year? If we were to give up all those pieces, what would we make? What seed would we be?
Well, I have to see what free agency looks like because remember, if you get off Collins, you get off Herter, you get off Gallo, now you got like $20-25 million in cap space. So that changes what the rosters look like.
Well, you got to go back. Hold on. How much does because on that trade you taking back Harrison Barnes? I don't know how much he got to be at least about 15-20 million right there.
I think he has 17.
Okay, and then what is Rashad Holmes? That he on a rookie deal or something? Because that was the other piece in the proposal.
I think he had 5 million. I think
so
that's like
really
23.
Yeah, so we're really not saving that much money. And then
but I'm getting off Gallo. 15.
Well, Gallo wasn't in the deal.
No, but I'm saying they got to waive Gallo before Monday.
Okay, but
yeah,
we still don't have no money. Even
if you waive Gallo, that's 15. If you waive Gallo, that's 15. If you get off Herter, that's another 15.
Okay, that's 30 million.
Now I can go get an Otto Porter, or I can make a max offer to a Wiggins. So
now you forgot, but you forgot to add this though.
Not leaving the Warriors. They are not leaving the Warriors.
Hey, you forgot to add this though. This year, Kevin Herter extension kicks in this year, right? So he got to be part of that deal. So that's 15 plus John 23. So that's 8. So we getting off 38 million if you move Herter and you move Collins. That's 38 million. Trey's extension kicks in. So Trey making what 30 million this year, right there off the rip. Yep. So that's the money right there. That's your money gone. No. His extension kicks in this year.
No, so, I'm saying you get off Collins, that's 23. I get off Herter, that's 15. That's 15. That's 38. Then I got off Gallinari, that's another 15. Right?
Okay.
I get back Holmes, and I get back.
So 38, 48, what? 48 for 951 for 2. So that's 53 million. All right. So you bring back who now?
I'm bringing back Barnes, that's 18 or whatever he made. I think it's 18.
18 subtract, what was that, 54? Is that what we said?
35, I think. 35.
Okay, so that puts us at 35.
Whoever else I get back from the trade from Sacramento, the money only has to, if I trade
what I'm saying is
you do for a player, it only got to be good for the day. After that day, I can cut the dude for minimum money.
No, you can't just cut. No, this ain't football. You can't. When you cut NBA contracts are guaranteed, bro, unless it's in the contract.
But it's partially guaranteed.
No, NBA contracts are 100%.
NBA contracts are way more guaranteed.
They 100%. NBA contracts are 100% guaranteed unless it's written in the contract like Gallo.
Yeah.
If it's not in the contract, it's all guaranteed. All NBA money guaranteed. So if you,
even still, that's
why
you don't know about y'all.
That's why you didn't see Houston. That's why they cut John Wall. Guess what John Wall did? He just opted that $46 million deal contract. He had a clear option this year. If they cut him, just got to pay him. You still gonna pay him.
Yeah.
So you just can't. You can negotiate, you can work a buyout, but you still gonna pay.
But then, like you say, man, this ain't no ideal destination, bro.
Hold on, Marley. Go ahead, Matt. What you were saying?
Even if I cut them players and I just take back Barnes, and I take back Holmes, and I take back the fourth pick, that I still got $30 million, $32 million.
Right, now factor in now you got to factor in Trey's extension kicks in this year. So what is his extension this year? 30 million? He had 30
Yeah.
this year? Close
So
to
that's
it,
what
or probably over 30. Let me look it up real fast. I'll look it up real quick.
I think it's 30. I think it's 32.
Yeah, so you're not gaining nothing. I tell people, man, we are strapped with the cap, man. The only thing we really have available is the mid-level exception, and that's like between 6 to 10 million. That's it. The only way we can have money is if we you just trade players off without taking back any salary. That's the only way you can do it. To clear space.
Bishop Capella didn't, huh?
Capella got his extension kick in this year.
But I could get off Capella.
How you got to trade him. How you gonna get off of him? You got to trade him and not take. You got to find a way not to take money back. See, that's what I be saying, man. Hey, that salary cap. I'm telling you, people forget that trade extension kick in. Don't forget even the number 4 pick. That's a cap hole of what? Let's see, Hunter. This year, Hunter's at 9 million. 9 million. Last year he was at 7. So because you still got to count for your draft pick. And like our cap is
all right. So I got.
man.
Let's see here. Let's see. Let's say it's Sacramento. Okay, so I got.
So, oh my God, this year, you know how much Trey's salary this year, bro? Trey is making 36 million this year, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's 36 million he making this year, my guy. You feel me? That's 36 million. So I mean,
see, I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
Oh, Heartless, that's who it was.
Money getting team. Then if we don't get us a championship with him, he gonna home, bro.
Well, I'm gonna tell. Listen. That's why I'm saying. That's why I keep trying to tell people, man. Like, so let me see. So Trey is at 36. Let me pull it back up. Trey Young is at 36 million this year, 39, 42, 45, 48. Okay. Now you go to what's my boy name? Capella. Clint Capella this year is let me see where he at this year.
I think he had 18.
Yeah, 18. I want to see what how long that, because I think the extension kicks in this year. Let me see. I don't know why he fucking extended him for no damn reasons. Dumb general manager. NBA contracts. Matter of fact, let me just pull up the Hawks. I'm gonna pull up all the Hawks. NBA contracts by team. Okay, here we go. So this year, Trey's gonna be at 36. So if you trade Collins, that's 23. If you waive Gallo, you save 15 because only 5 is guaranteed. So that's 5. So that's what, 38 between Collins and Gallo. And you move Herter. Herter was part of that deal. That's another 14. So that's 35, 45. What's that? 49 million. So that's 49 million I'm off of. But then Trey gonna take up. Trey's new contract kicks in, so that's 36. So that's 36 subtract. What was that? 54? No, 49, right? What number was I at?
We was at, I think
he was at 49.
So 49 subtract. So that's 49 million. So let's say this. Those 3 dudes, if I just got rid of them, right? If I just got rid of them, that's 49 million gone. But now let's start adding up. Trey 36. So Trey taking up over half of what I just wiped off.
You only left with 13 million.
So then you still have Clint at 18, Bogey at 18, Hunter's at 9. Kongu's at 6. I mean, let's see. Luckily, we can get off of TLC. You know, don't get off Skylar. That's bro. We nickel and diamond over here, bro.
Hey man, let me head on in this gig, man. Hey, D.
Hey, nice shot. All right,
man,
nice shot
hey,
with
man,
you, man.
You already know
All
I'm
right.
gonna keep on coming in this thing too, dog. Hey,
All right, my guy.
love y'all brothers. Y'all keep on doing it, man.
All right, now peace. So, like money, bro, we are strapped money wise, man. We can't really improve the team. That's probably why we're seeing a lot of because that's the only way we can improve it. I mean, right now, bro, we probably couldn't even re-sign DeLon Wright unless he took a hometown discount. Cause you know what I'm saying? Unless another team, unless nobody else want him, because all another team got to come through and just offer him a little bit more money, and he'd be out of our price range. You know what I'm saying? And that's the gamble that Travis took when one, he didn't trade John Collins last year before he gave him the extension. Two, that's what happens when you got a superstar on your team. They gonna make that max money and make all NBA. Mm-hmm. Now you're paying out your butt to keep them. You know what I'm saying? Now, money wise, I can see why he would go for Ivy, because now that saved you. Because now you can get off Collins. You get off Collins at 23. You bring back Barnes. I got to see how many years Barnes got left on his deal. If Barnes is like an expiring contract, that'd be amazing, because then you offer him. You just got him for 1 year. You get Ivy, right? Now, obviously, Ivy is way cheaper than a Bradley Beal, way cheaper than a Donovan Mitchell. But you can nickel and dime it like that, but you just got to make sure that Ivy turns into the player that you need him to be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Travis don't need him to be a superstar. You know what I mean? Maybe he could be like a not in the role, but just production. Maybe he could be like a Chris Middleton. You know what I'm saying? What's Middleton, like 1 or 2 time All-Star, but he's been in the league like 12 years or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But still a factor. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't consider Chris Middleton a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could be a guy like that, and you allow him to develop. But I mean, to me, it's looking like that we nickel and diamond over here, man, trying to save some money. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, one thing I will say is I get up here and I talk my trash on here in Twitter, but I'll be right here watching all them stupid games, complaining and crying if stuff don't pan out. You know what I'm saying? But
but Damon,
go ahead.
So let's go with best case scenario. So let's say we move off. Let's say we move off Collins, Herter, and Capella, right?
Okay.
And we get Ivy, Barnes, and Jalen Williams, right? Okay. So next year I got Trey, Ivy, Hunter, Barnes, Onyeka. Then off the bench I got Wright, Williams, Jalen Johnson. They got to find a 3 in free agency. And what I saw earlier was Capella, Herter for Jackson Hayes and number 8. Okay. I would do that because, one, I get to move up to 8. And I get back Jackson Hayes, who I know you like because he's over 7 feet or right at 7 feet. And he could back up Onyeka that way if Onyeka's not ready to start, which I think he is. If you're not ready to start, then you got Jackson Hayes, who started in the playoff series at Portland. I mean, with New Orleans. But that line, them top 8 players is better than what you saw this year. So at a minimum, and just because I think they're going to play with more energy and more effort next year. At a minimum, they're going to be better than what they were last year. I think Ivy. Let's say Ivy comes in and he has a Donovan Mitchell type rookie year. He's at 20 a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's at 20 a game. He taking dudes off the dribble, going down the lane, dunking on 3 dudes. You know what I'm saying? He's what they, he's that superstar. What I think he's going to be and what they probably think he's going to be. Now you got a superstar backcourt, right? You got Hunter, who's going to play well on a contract year. You got Barnes, who's serviceable, 18 a game. And you got Onyeka, who I think at a minimum, if Trae Young was able to get Damian Jones to average 13 points a game, you can't tell me with 30-something plus minutes, he can't get Onyeka up to like 14, 15 a game. So I think the team is going to be different, but it's still going to be closer to a possible championship level team than any other move you make. To me, it's just a lateral move. You're still going to be maybe first round, maybe second, maybe still don't have a star next to Trae Young long term because Bradley Beal's 30 years old, 31 years old, or whoever, somebody in that type of a vein. It caps where you're going to be. You're going to be way over the cap with Bradley Beal. And it's going to be a first or second round exit team every single year. So that's what I'm saying. You want to swing for the fences, DeMond. You want to try to go out, and I think Ivy and Trae can get me to that championship as opposed to Trae and somebody who I know is 30-plus years old and, you know what I'm saying, has a lot of problems or issues that come baggage.
But watch this, though. See, with the Ivy and the Beal situation, see, only thing I got to worry about Bradley Beal before I trade for him is he healthy? That's it. I get my doctors to check that. How is he? Is he good? If he's good, that's automatically I'm doing that deal. He's miles better than Jaden Ivey. The thing about Ivy, I don't know what I'm going to get. Don't know what I'm getting. You can speculate all you want. That's the only thing you can do when it comes to rookies. Even if you got the number 1 draft pick, all you can do is speculate that the dude's going to make that impact and develop into that player you need him to develop into. But trading John Collins and going to get that 4th pick, it tells me a couple things. It tells me that my general manager is incompetent. That's what it's telling me. Because, well, one, he already admitted it. That's why he went on the radio and he said, hey, maybe we shouldn't have brought certain people back. And I'm thinking, that's your job, dummy. You know what I'm saying? So you already done told me you done jacked up. Now you're going to get Jaden Ivey. You trade him back into the lottery. Think about that. 2 years ago, this time, they see you, Papa. They see you. 2 years ago, this time, we was in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now we over here trading back to get into the top 5 of the lottery. That's terrible. That's terrible. The direction of the franchise is going backwards. And now you about to put your hopes. Basically, when you trade John Collins, Travis Link is putting his reputation on the line on Jaden Ivey. His whole career is on Jaden Ivey. Because if Ivy doesn't pan out, what is his name? Jordan Ivey? My bad.
Jaden.
He put everything on Jaden Ivey because Travis Link has done nothing but send the franchise backwards. If you take away Trae Young, we don't have nothing. He's done nothing.
You can take that away.
He ain't done nothing, bro. He's done nothing. Even the Luka Doncic trade. Look at it. Now, guess what? Now he got Trae Young. Where's the 10th pick at? Gone. Traded him.
Even still, though, I think if you look at, I think the 10th pick, that was just a bonus to me. Because if I'm looking at Trae and Luka, to me, I personally believe they're equal. To me, they're the same.
Let's be real. They're not
style of play.
Equal. They're not equal.
You don't think they're equal?
Luka can give me a triple-double any night. Trae gonna give me 25 and 9, 25 and 10. Luka gonna give me 25, 10, 10. It's a whole big difference. Why? Because he can get rebounds. Why is that a big deal to me? Because he can get an offensive rebound. It could be a key defensive rebound that Trey can't get that for me.
Do
You know what I'm saying?
Do you see him doing it though?
Who? Yeah. What you think Luka
Luka.
been doing? Luka been getting triple doubles in the playoff. What you talking about? Look at him. The boy almost averaging the triple double. What are you talking about? But I'm saying this. I don't want to turn this into a Trey Luka debate. I'm speaking on the general manager. He traded. The whole thing was we was getting that extra pick. That was the icing on the cake. That what made that trade happen, and that the staff predicted that Dallas was going to be back in the lottery, which they was. But now, what did Travis Sling do with that 10th pick? He don't even have him no more. He on another team, and then the person he traded him for don't even play. Probably won't be on the Hawks next year. Okay, John Collins, his first draft pick. According to some, he's overpaid. He about to trade him. Okay. Kevin Huerter, another draft pick. Everybody, oh, look, he picking that. About to trade him. Okay. For who? He about to trade his 2 draft picks for who? For old ass Harrison Barnes on an expiring contract and a rookie that he hoped gonna pan out to be something. Okay. So he doing a salary dump. One, because I just look at Harrison Barnes at $18 million, he's an expiring contract, so he'll be off our books after next year if the trade go through. So to me, it's now I'm looking at he's trying to get that and do a salary dump. Cause let's be real, you're not trading John Collins for Harrison Barnes to play. You really want either a Okongwu at that 4, or that's going to be Jalen Johnson. If not, why did he draft Jalen Johnson and Okongwu? The way he moved, it don't make sense. That's why sometimes you just can't take the best player available because you don't have nowhere for them to play and develop.
All right. So from my understanding, I could be wrong, but from my understanding, Travis, the whole thing about Luka, not to debate, like you said, good and back and forth about Trey and Luka, but it's important because Trey fits how he wants the team to play. He's part of the picture, the painting, right? So if I'm looking at Luka and I'm looking at Trey, right, and I say, okay, Trey's a better shooter. Trey stretches the floor. We can attack more angles and do different stuff like that. So I get Trey. Then I say, okay, well, what do I need around Trey? I need guys who can ideally pass, shoot, and dribble to be the closeout, and they need to be big and strong, good defenders, because Trey's not a good defender, so I can hide Trey. So that's why I get a Cam and DeAndre. And then John, if you look at everything Travis has always said, I want dudes who can pass, shoot, and dribble. The one thing Collins can't do is dribble, right? And so, all right, he don't really fit this team. He's the second piece, but he's not the second piece we need. So
then why did he draft him, Matt?
Remember though, he was a good value.
Matt, you just sat there and said that Travis Sling want people who can do 1, 2, and 3, and you just said Collins can't dribble. Who drafted Collins?
I think he got Collins. He got Collins because of the value. I don't think that's why I think Collins has been in trade talks the last 2 years.
No, Collins and trade talks because he's good. We just don't utilize him because
I agree.
He's a 20 and 10 player if you give him the usage, which he's already proved. But for some reason, these fans is caught up on, I guess they think Okongwu was going to be the 4, or they think that, I don't know what some of these fans be talking about, right? But Travis Sling, man, bro, you just said he need to do this. John doesn't do that. He shouldn't have picked him. That's what I'm saying, bro. Matt, let's be real, Matt. Let's be honest here, my guy. If you're the general manager and you say, I want players to do 1, 2, and 3, and it's players who could do 1, 2, and 3, you're going to get them, right? Or you're going to say, you know what? This dude can only do 1 and 2, but he's a good value. I mean, look now he traded him.
But I think he's trading him because one of his value, and then two, because he doesn't fit that pass shooting dribble criteria.
You know what? You know why I think he trading him? You know why I think he trading him? Because he dropped he effed up and gave John Collins that money. That's why he do it. And I think he just moving him on a salary dump. Harrison Barnes, 18 million expiring contract. Harrison Barnes come here next year, he gone. That's 18 million off the books. He trying to do a salary dump, but he also he need to secure that number 4 pick because the owner probably like, bro, you need to fix this. You can't move John Collins, who giving me all of this, and then now you're gonna trade him, and I'm getting what in return? Just I'm getting a Harrison Barnes, and who else is in the deal? Rashad Holmes. What? No, I need more in return. And that's why you hear me say, if he make this deal for that number 4 pick, instead of trade, he really putting his on Jaden on Ivy. Because if this is the domino effect, if Ivy don't pan out. If Ivy don't pan out, we lose. 2, Trey leaves, his ass gone. It's the domino effect on that move right there. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, and that's why I said, if I'm swinging for the fences, okay, I'm going all out. I'm going to get known stars. I don't care about 3 years from now. I don't care about 4 years from now. I'm talking about right now, because you know what? One thing about being an Atlanta Hawk fan, as you can see from that Eastern Conference Final run, it don't take much for us to get fired up, bro. We make it past that second round, you good with us. And that's why I think Travis get a lot of, let me say this and then I'll be quiet. You know I'll be long-winded.
Oh, you good.
And that's why I think Travis gets so much love from some Hawks fans, because they're like, well, he took us to the conference finals. He did this, but me, he don't get nothing from me. Because to me, he's done nothing. He ain't made a move yet that said, wow, we in a position to win. We making stuff happen. All his moves are low-key, safe moves. He tried to be slick because he liked to try to ball on a budget. That's the only reason he re-signed Kevin Huerter to that extension, because he thought Kevin Huerter, he looked at that game 7, he thought Kevin Huerter was going to be something. But guess what? Kevin Huerter came right back and gave you the same 11, 13 points. The same exact crap he been giving you. And now we paying him almost the same much as Bogey. You know what I'm saying? Well, you could have, if you would have waited, you would have got Kevin Huerter for cheaper. But he too busy trying to be slick and trying to save a dollar here and there and talking about, let's build it the right way. We ain't building nothing the right way, because he finna trade all the picks he done had, bro. Reddish gone. Collins gone. Huerter gone. Who else? Do I need to keep going? Bro, I've been on Travis' ass since he got here, dog. I be following what this dude be doing, man. He done nothing. Name me a move, Matt, or anybody in the chat. Name me a move Travis Sink has done, that counting trading Luka Doncic, who's a generational talent. Name me a move Travis Sink has done that made you say, oh, this dude, we trying to win a championship. Name me one. Anybody.
Okay, all right. So the trade thing is real, because Phoenix didn't see it. Phoenix didn't see it. Sacramento didn't see it. Right? He did. So you got to give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying?
What? So, what did he see? What he saw? What did he see?
He saw that Trae Young was going to be a superstar.
No, he didn't see that. If he thought Trae was going to be a superstar, he would have went after Trae. He didn't go after Trae. He went after Luka. He only went after Luka because he knew Dallas wanted Luka. He ain't slick, man. He ain't slick. And I'm not gonna give Sacramento a pass. I'm giving Phoenix a pass because everybody had Ayton as the number 1 overall pick when he came out of college. That was a gimme. Even I wanted Ayton. You know what I'm saying? Sacramento, they dropped the ball with Bagley because they just didn't give Bagley an opportunity. They tricked off Bagley. Bagley go up to Detroit and he started balling. Number 3 pick. We go get if he thought Trae Young was all of this, Trae Young would have been a pick. But he knew Dallas wanted Luka. He knew it. So just like any other sporting draft, here come Dallas trying to make a deal. And instead of just trading the pick, we just say, you know what? Which we do in the NBA more than any sport. They're just like, hey, well, this is the deal. We'll just pick them for you. Instead of just moving in football, they just trade the pick in football. They usually don't pick for you in football. In the NFL, they'll just move up and get the pick. But in basketball, they'll just pick the person for you. That's why you always see a bunch of people on draft night in different hats, like Luka with the Hawks hat on, Kobe with a Charlotte Hornet hat on. You know what I'm saying? Travis not slick, bro. He ain't done nothing. He ain't done nothing, bro. Matt, I'm gonna keep it a buck. He ain't done nothing me and you couldn't have done, bro. Absolutely nothing.
I mean, but see,
am I lying? Tell me, Matt. See, if I'm lying, I'll be quiet. Am I lying, Matt?
You know what? I will say I didn't see. I knew Trey was going to be a good player. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than it did for him to, be where he is. I did not see.
Don't worry, man.
29 points a game in the second year. I thought that was going to be.
You know who else didn't believe in him? Travis didn't believe in him.
But you knew that draft, that you knew the whole month up until the draft they was going to take Trae Young. Everybody knew they was going to take Trae Young because they knew he liked Trae Young.
He liked Luka Doncic, but Dallas made an offer. Dallas made an offer that he couldn't refuse when they threw that.
I don't think so. I think
I guarantee you, if Dallas don't throw that lottery unprotected pick in, and watch this, not even that, if Dallas was going to be a playoff team, he wouldn't have done the deal. He already said it. He said his team ran the analytics saying Dallas was going to be back in the lottery the following year, no matter who they picked. And when they made that pick unprotected, that's why he did it. He's like, oh, this the icing on the cake right here. Let's go and do this deal. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of that. I mean, yeah, I think some of that is, I think some of that is a little posturing. But I believe he would have took Trae at 3 even if Dallas wouldn't have offered the pick. I think he would have took him at 3. But right, if I want to do, and I find out you want a different dude, and I found out I could still get the dude I want, but I can fleece you for something valuable. Of course, I'm be like, oh no, I like that dude over there.
That's what he did.
You're gonna have to give me something.
Watch this, Matt. Now I'm gonna tell you how I know Travis didn't believe in Trae Young in year 2. Mm-hmm. You know how I know he didn't? Because follow Luka Doncic, right? Mm-hmm. Luka won Rookie of the Year. What did Dallas believed in Luka Doncic? Because right when he won Rookie of the Year, that all season, what did they do? The first chance they get, they go get a guy they thought could be the number 2, which was Porzingis. They went and got him. What did Travis Link do? If he believed so much in Trae Young, what did he do year 2? So Trae Young came second in Rookie of the Year. But remember, that second half of the season, the dude was averaging almost 30 and 10. That's what got his numbers back up. Because remember, he started off terrible, right? He didn't believe in him. He didn't. He wanted to go back to the lottery, bro. And if you go back, that's the same season where it was around Christmas time where Trae Young's camp, they the ones who leaked the stuff about Trae disgruntled because we not winning. He was upset that Travis let Dedmon go because Dedmon was the locker room voice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Travis be tricking stuff off, man. And then right after that happened, guess what he does? Oh, then he go and trade for Clint Capella. And that's only because the Rockets didn't want Capella no more. They gave Capella away. They didn't want him because they was running PJ Tucker at the 5. And then that's when Travis went back and traded for Dwayne Dedmon when he could have just re-signed him. Like, this dude is ass backwards, bro. And he don't value chemistry. That's why he got rid of Dwayne Dedmon. I was like, this dude don't care about locker room chemistry. Then what did he do this year? He got rid of Solo. No goodness well, Solo was the dude on our team, man. He was that tough guy, even though he was injured. He could have threw any other scrub in the deal, a second round pick in that deal. But he threw Solo in there, and then because they just cut Solo anyway. And that's what I be talking about, man. This dude don't be doing nothing. I don't know why people give this dude so much credit, man. He about to trade all his first round picks except Trae Young. Hunter ain't panned out to be what we thought he was gonna be. Okay, that's what I be saying. This dude ain't done nothing, man. And
Hold on.
And he run his mouth too much. Why would you go on radio and say, yeah, you know what? Maybe yeah, we shouldn't have bought everybody back. What the fuck? What's that supposed to do?
But Devon, two things. One, I'll say I'm like, oh, okay, maybe he should have kept that private. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm happy that he's frustrated. I'm happy that he's not just like, oh well, we're not winning, oh well, gee whiz. He's actually like, okay, we're not winning. We're not where I thought we was going to be. This is making me angry. This is pissing me off. So let me tell let them know that everybody's available. I shouldn't have bought everybody back. Everybody's available. So y'all need to get it in gear or I'm getting rid of, 3 or 4 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that was more of what that was. It was more of like, him putting them on blast publicly so they can perform better.
But when you do that, you lose leverage because guess what? Those players and their agents, now they're talking to other teams probably behind the scenes. Travis Sling has done absolutely nothing since he's got here, man.
So that's one, Demond. And then two,
okay.
Right? One of besides the trade thing, the biggest credit that I give him is he turned Taurean Prince, who's in my opinion a garbage player. At the very least, he's a 9th, 10th man on a playoff team. But he turned Taurean Prince into the pick that got Hunter and the pick that got Capella because we traded the first round pick to get Clint Capella. So in my eyes, he turning Taurean Prince into Capella and Hunter, right? Then he get Reddish.
Bro, he don't get no credit for that, man. I just told you, Houston didn't want Capella. No one.
But if we didn't have that first round pick, we wouldn't have been able to get him.
Bro, no one wanted Capella. Houston was giving them away. And remember, Capella was hurt. His foot was jacked up. No one wanted to trade for him but our dumb ass.
But remember, though, they wasn't getting off of him without a first round pick. And the only reason we had that pick was because we traded Prince to Brooklyn.
Bro, that Brooklyn pick was a first round pick. That shit was going to be like out of the lottery. It wasn't nothing amazing, bro. Nothing amazing. You know what I'm saying? And we was right. We was in the lottery when we drafted Hunter. So our pick, when we gave up our pick, it ain't like we had like pick 29. Bro, come on, man. Travis said he ain't done nothing. No one else. Bro, I could have done all these moves, bro. That's how simple this shit is. This shit that he's done is simple. He done nothing. Come on, man. Now look. Now listen. And watch this, Matt. Matt, I give you say I give you all that, right, Matt? Say I give you that. Watch this. He took Taurean Prince and like you said, he took Prince and whatever and flipped it into Hunter, who's underachieved, always hurt, can't play 70 games. Got Capella.
Is he better than Prince?
Barely.
Barely.
What the number say?
Prince,
what's his career average? What's Hunter's career average? About 11 points a game? That's about his career, about 11 points. Come on, man.
No, it's not. Look,
what is it?
Points.
What is?
I think his career average
13.
Let me look. I think it's 13. What's Taurean Prince's career average?
I don't know. He a journeyman.
His career average is 13. And let me see. Taurean Prince.
And Taurean Prince wasn't drafted by Travis Sling. So he was drafted under a whole different. He was drafted under a whole nother regime, under a whole nother system. You feel me? So he had no use for Taurean Prince here.
Right.
But what's Taurean Prince numbers when he played for the Hawks, though?
13 a game, maybe.
I'm telling you, man. And then you know what else? Since people in the chat want to talk about the coaching, who hired the coach? Everybody complain about Nate. Who hired Nate McMillan? Somebody tell me this, man. Who hired him? Since everybody talk about Nate, who hired him? Let me tell you. Let me tell you who hired Coach Nate, since y'all don't know. Travis Slink hired Nate McMillan. So all them complaints you got about Nate McMillan, go talk to the person who hired him.
But Damon, you can need wheat bread and not like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying, bro, I'm just trying to show people all this go back to Travis. All this crap we go through, it's because of him, man. Like I tell you, man. Listen, chat, never trust a man with no hair on his head and no facial hair. If they got a naked head, don't trust them. They just gonna lie to you, dog. That's it. I ain't trust Travis. As soon as I saw Travis, they ain't had no beard or no mustache, and he had a bald head. Hell no, man. Listen, man. Travis has done nothing, bro. I'm telling you, man. He talk a good game, and everybody be like, "Well, he came from Golden State." Oh, and we ain't getting no Golden State results. Hell.
So, Damon. So I'm a big believer, Travis. I believe mostly because of his vision. I believe that's how you should play. You should play fast. You should play. You know what I'm saying? You should be more offensively. I mean, that's the coaching, but if you listen,
who hired the coach?
But even Trey and Travis, they both said we need to play faster. We need to take more threes.
Matt, you can't play fast when you're pulling the ball out the net, man. When you're taking the ball out of bounds, you can't play fast.
They need to be better defenders. I mean, he's maybe like
who signed these players, man? Who
Damon, you can say Damon, you can say I don't like the vision, but to me, clearly he has a vision and he's trying to execute on that vision. You can say I don't like the vision, I don't like the way you see basketball, and we need to get different types of players.
Matt, what is the vision? Because guess what? When he traded Collins for that number 4 pick, the vision ain't championship. I tell you that much. Oh. Yeah, that's what it ain't. It ain't championship.
Okay. If we keep Collins as currently iterated, are they a champion? If we keep this team as is, are they a championship team?
No.
Exactly. So what's the harm in swinging for the fences and changing it?
If you're gonna swing, bro, we've already been through this year after year. You know, we've never swung for the fences and landed good top tier free agents who could come in here and turn and make this team worth a damn. It's always, well, let's go to the draft, or let's go sign a old ass Dwight Howard, or let's go. We never say, you know what? Let's make a play for Donovan Mitchell. Hey, you know what? Let's make a play for Bradley Beal. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You make a play for one of them dudes, man. This fan base finna be turned up. People, now you gonna have people talk about, but the backcourt gonna be small. Listen, a majority of them fans is gonna be like, oh hell yeah, and you know what? You're gonna be waiting for the next move. You're gonna be like, oh, what are you gonna do next? What are you gonna do next? Right now, bro, we look like a shit show right now, man. We look like this dude finna trade all his pick. Everybody he done picked besides Trey about to get traded, bro. And you telling me what vision is that?
Because listen to Mom.
You laugh, man. You laughing because you know I'm right, man. That's why you laughing. You laugh because you know I'm right.
Damon, you gotta say, okay, okay, I hired these workers. They're good work, they're good, they're not where I need them to be. Let me flip them out for different type of players. Let me go back and swing again and try it again. These guys, but I like the fact that they're quickly recognizing that that the guys are good but not great. So they're trying to change that and flip them for great players. You know, I'd rather you do that than you just stay pat.
Wait. I just said flipping for great players. You said no. You talking about?
I don't think the players you're talking about. I don't think they're great. I don't think that they.
But you think the number 4 pick? You think the number 4 pick is great?
I think Jaden Ivey is going to be a star. I'm telling you, Damon.
So but we can't see. You can't do that. We talking about what we know. What are facts? And the facts is you don't know what Jaden Ivey gonna do. He could come in and be a star. You don't know that. You hoping and praying.
So let's say we flip Collins, Herder, 16 next year's first for Bradley Beal, right? You got Bradley Beal. You're in game 35 of the season. He's hurt again. You got no depth because you traded everybody to get him. You got no picks because you traded him to get him. Wow. Ivy, he's in, let's say, Detroit for an example. And him and Cade Cunningham is the backcourt of the future. They're both averaging. One is averaging 20, the other averaging 18. Ivy's on Sports Center every other day. And you're sitting around looking.
And they 25 games under 500.
And you sitting there looking with a banged up Bradley Beal and nothing much else around them. And Nate standing over there like a statue. And Trey angry because they're losing again.
And guess what I'm finna do? You know what I'm gonna tell Trey? I'm gonna say, Trey, don't even trip. We traded our first round pick last year, but guess what? We in a lottery this year, dog, because we got our pick this year. So guess what? We finna reload with more young talent. Because guess what, Matt? Guess who that just happened to? Twice. Guess who it happened to?
Who?
Golden State. How you think they got Wiseman? You think they went and got Kuminga? Kuminga was picked what? Because Steph and Clay had back-to-back. Clay missed 2 years. They end up missing the playoffs 1 year totally. Got number one pick, got Wiseman. Then last year, they missed the playoffs, getting eliminated in the play-in tournament. Got Kuminga last year. Now look at them. See, that's about, come on, man. I done sat there and went through every scenario, man. I'm telling you, man. This dude, Travis, ain't done crap, man. He ain't done nothing. See, I'm already thinking, I know all that stuff, man. I already been thinking in my head, okay, I know Bradley Beal injury prone, but you know what's so funny? It's amazing. Players could be injury prone until they go to a good team and they start winning. Now they're healthy again. You know what I'm saying? They always healthy when you're winning. But when you're losing, that's when they be hurt. I don't blame them. I'll be hurt in Washington too. If I'm going out there busting my ass to win 20 games, I'm hurt. I ain't finna go out there. You know what I mean? But when you compete, when you playing for something, you got a different energy. We don't have that energy on this team because our president of basketball operations just be doing any old thing. You say his vision. What is his vision? What is he doing? If the vision is to win a championship, his vision must be winning a championship 6 years from now. Because trading for Ivy don't put you in no position to compete for no championship now. So what the dude do? The dude don't do nothing, man. And just like they saying in the chat, Nate need to be told. Your boy hired him. That's what I don't understand. Nate need to be told. Maybe Travis should have already said that to Nate before he hired him. How about that? Come on, family. Talk to me. I don't see how making all these now. Obviously, everything that I'm reading is just, and I'm speaking on, is just rumors, right? It's just rumors. Nothing set in stone. But the rumors that I'm reading, they're terrible. We just went, what he say? Developing is better than what we have. Bro, we were just in the conference finals 2 years ago. Now we back to developing? To me, that sounds like we taking 10 steps back. I don't need it. So why do I need a general manager? What? Now we developing? So my general manager went and extended Clint Capella, extended Kevin Herter, and now you're gonna come back to me and say, hey man, we should go back to developing our talent. Are you kidding me?
What did Phil say yesterday or day before yesterday?
Landry Field said we ain't good enough to compete. We got too much. He talked about defense. He said we ain't good. Blah 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 blah. Bro, you the assistant GM. Maybe Phil should have been telling Travis something. Why he was making them stupid moves. See, that's what I be talking about, man. That's why. And people wonder why I be getting so upset and so mad. Because we be going in circles, man. We be doing it for 50 years. We just go in one circle, man. It's called a circle of mediocrity. That's all we do. You get a good, bruh. We ain't had a superstar like Trae Young since probably Dominique that we drafted that we drafted, right? And what are we doing with him? What are we doing? We still trying to develop more players? This is Trae year 5. In year 6, Jordan was in the finals. In year 3, LeBron was in the finals. Come on, man. At least Golden State, I think it took Steph year 6 or 7, but at least he had
year 7.
Year 7. But guess what he had? He had 2 pieces already with him, Clay and Draymond. Who are our pieces? Trae and who?
You gotta give him some time.
We still over here complaining about Jalen Johnson. We still complain about Sharif Cooper. Hell, we still complaining why Coach Nate, why we don't run no play. We got a dude who averaged 20 and 10. We don't run no plays for him. But who hired the coach? Travis did. He ain't had to hire Nate McMillan, but he did. That's why I'm on his ass about that shit.
But like I said, Nate gives you, or like Nate can go to Indiana where he left, or he could go somewhere like that, and I guarantee you, in 2 years, they're a championship. I mean, not championship. They're a playoff team. He can make lottery teams playoff teams. He's very good at that. But that's it.
Who hired him?
But he's good. But
who put him on the stat, bro? Travis Link jacked up since he got here. Let me speak on it, man. Travis Link, why would you draft Trae Young as a rookie point guard and give him a head coach who's never been a head coach at any level and he didn't even make it to the NBA? What did Travis think? What did he think was going to happen? Why would I hire a rookie coach to help develop my rookie point guard? He's never been a head coach. He didn't even make it to the NBA. And I'm speaking about Lloyd Pierce. That's what you know why he did that? He did it because Lloyd Pierce is just a yes man. He knew Lloyd Pierce wanted to be a head coach so bad that he was just going to listen to whatever Travis say. That's why Travis didn't want to fire him. That's why it took Tony Wrestler to call him on a fight. Man, get this dude up out of here, man. What we got? What we doing? If it's up to Travis, he would have let Lloyd Pierce lose the rest of the game so we go back in the lottery. Think about it. Capella. Bro, we only have Capella because Trae Young camp was complaining. If it wasn't for Trae Young complaining, and that's when we still had Vince Carter, when Trae Young started complaining, that's when he went and got Capella and brought Dedmon back. If it wasn't for that, we'd be back. We would have let him just lose more games.
But he did say, and I do like the fact. I know you say he talked too much, but I do like the fact that he admits when he makes a mistake. And he said he made a mistake. He said he didn't see the 29 points a game coming from Trae in the second year. He said I didn't see that coming. I thought he was going to take a Stephen Curry type of 19, 23, 25, 28. He was going to take a progression like that. He didn't. He said he didn't. I didn't see that coming
because he don't know what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing, bro. That second, bro. I didn't even want us to get Trae Young. The first half of the season, I was on Trae Young ass. I was like, this dude's terrible. I used to call Trae Young when that first half, summer league, all the way up to about almost Christmas time. I used to call Trae Young. I used to call him Ashtray because that's how bad he was. Right, but then even I noticed it in the second half. I was like, "Oh, this dude's hooping. We need to, bro." By February, March, I was like, "Bro, we need to get this dude some help." What does Travis do? Nothing. Let everybody go, and we don't have shit. And then all he do is go re-sign Devin that we should have kept anyway. Trade for Capella, who had a messed up foot, who couldn't even play, and the Rockets didn't even want. The dude ain't done nothing, man.
So you personally, you don't give him credit for anything.
Bro, once he trade John Collins and Kevin Huerter, I give him no credit because that's 3 first-round picks in the top 20 gone.
Mm-hmm.
When he should have been, that's what I'm saying. People's coming back and saying we got to develop. Bro, that's 3 players we drafted in the top 20 that's going to be gone. And guess what? The number 4 pick you traded up for has not panned out to be who you thought he was going to be. But I know what everybody's going to say. Give him more years, more time. Okay. We'll give her 100, give 2 more years so he can give me, so he can finally get to 20 points a game. Maybe he can finally dribble the ball and get to the basket.
So Damon, so let's say next season, right? Let's say next season, Trey's at 25, 26, 25, whatever. Ivy comes in, does what I think he's going to do and average like 16, 17, right? And let's see, who third, Hunter, let's give him 17, 18, maybe even 20, right? Because he's going to get more attempts this year, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, say that one more time. Say that one more time, Matt, real quick. I was talking to my son real quick.
Oh no, so I got Trey Young at 26. I got Ivy at 16, or 17, which I think he's going to do. I got Hunter at 17 or 18. I got Barnes at 18, and I got Onyeka at 15. That's what 88 points, 86 points. Then I fill in the bench with a little bit of money that I got now, some more flexibility I got now because I got rid of all those contracts. Now, not only is the future looking good, but I finally got Trey that competent second piece that I think could be a superstar. Like Bradley Beal, I don't think he's a superstar. He's a star, but I don't think he's a superstar. I don't think he changes your team. Like if he went
come on now. He ain't played with nobody on the Wizards, dog. Who has he played with? You take away John Wall. John Wall been gone for the past 3 years. He was hurt a year before that, missed the whole year. Bradley Beal ain't played with nobody. Let me tell you, the difference between a superstar and a star and a superstar is winning games. Your supporting cast make you a superstar because they helping you win games. If Bradley Beal had been to, say Bradley Beal took the Wizards to the conference finals, they be calling him a star. I mean, they be calling him a superstar, like they call Jason Tatum, like they call Jaylen Brown.
So let's just as an example, let's say we swap Trey Young for Bradley Beal, right? This past season, you put Trey on Washington and you put Beal on Atlanta this past season. Does Atlanta make it to the playoffs? Do they beat Cleveland in that playoff game? He goes for, what did Trey Young go for in the second half? 30-something points?
Yeah.
32 points in the second half. They make if you swap Young and Beal, does Beal do that for the Hawks?
Yep. You know why? You know why? Would probably be a little bit more deadlier because Beal doesn't have to bring the ball up. So that would give you Beal and probably DeLon Wright as the guards. Wright bringing the ball down, Bradley Beal running around, and the ball going to move a little bit more too because now other people going to touch the ball. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Bradley Beal going to make us 10 games better. We probably be the same record, probably be floating below 500. Probably be floating below 500 like we did this year. But, I mean, you put Trey Young on Wizards, they ain't making the playoffs with that roster.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. With the team they had at the beginning, you give them Kuzma, Spencer Dinwiddie. You give him Spencer Dinwiddie. You give him Kuzma. You give him Hachimura. You give him Kispert. You give him that team. I guarantee you they make the playoffs.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. But guess what? For the Atlanta Hawks, making the playoffs is not enough for me. We've made the playoffs numerous times. So making the playoff to me is not a goal. Like we fresh off of Eastern Conference Final appearance and we struggling to get into the playoff. We are 9th seed. Come on, man.
Do you think John Collins is that second piece to get us to a championship?
No, I think John Collins would be a nice piece to have. I think John Collins would be I think he's better than PJ Tucker because he's taller. John Collins could shoot the same damn corner three PJ Tucker shoot. That's all PJ Tucker do is shoot the three. That's it. The corner three. That's it. He don't attack. He don't do nothing else. Okay. At least Collins gives me the three and he give me weak side help. So I don't understand why people want PJ Tucker. Why? Because they think he tough. I mean, that's the only thing I could see. He not bringing nothing new besides his attitude, which I can't front. Could be a game changer for this team. But you get Collins. First thing you got to do to unlock Collins, you got to get rid of Capella. You need to put somebody in there who can shoot the ball. That's why I would love to see Collins and Okongwu running together at the front line. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
I'm not saying you start Okongwu, but I would like to see us come out one time and play small ball with Collins and Okongwu on the front line, rotate them at the 5, however you see fit, depending on who the other team has out there on the court. You know what I'm saying? You may want to put Collins out there because he got a little bit more height. You may want to put Okongwu on the 5 if you need a little bit more man defense, or you need the lane to open up more because Collins can shoot the 3 consistently at 38%. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get rid of Capella. I don't understand why Capella should be the first one going off this team. For some reason, people want to move. I think a lot of fans want to move Collins because he's the only player outside of Trae Young that other teams desire. Nobody wants Capella. You see what I'm saying?
I think the Pelicans won him. I think there's a couple.
Well, I mean, but he not getting that.
I got what you mean.
Attention like Collins is.
Right. I mean, I agree with that.
I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta go ahead and log off, man. The wife just got home, man.
You good?
We gotta go hit the gym. Thanks for tapping in, my guy Matt. Salute to the chat once again. Comment, like, subscribe, guys. We at 499 subs. We need one more to hit that 500 so we can keep it moving. And we'll be back. I'll be back up here tomorrow. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be here for the draft. So I'll be up here for the draft. I'm only gonna stay up here until the Hawks pick, unless we make a trade and move up to 4. But once the Hawks pick that X16, then I'm gonna get off. I'm not gonna stay on for the whole first round. But that's all I got, man. Salute to everybody. Once again, this is We Talk Hawks. Y'all know what time it is. This is a channel by the fans for the fans. Make sure you tap in. Don't be afraid to come up here and voice your opinion. Get on this camera, man, so we can hear y'all voices and, man, put faces to y'all names out there. You feel me? So it's your boy, M.I. You got any last words, Matt, before I log off?
No, I'm good. I'm just excited for tomorrow.
All righty. And I catch y'all tomorrow, family. Y'all stay up, man. Peace.